Hello, my name is Adrian Haynes, and today I'm going to be talking to you about drones. What do you think about when you think about drones? I personally have a friend who owns a drone surveying company, so I think about drones quite often. I have done research on this topic, and I'd like to share that information with you today. So what I'm going to be talking about is what a drone is, what they can be used for, and how drone usage affects our lives. So what is a drone? Drones are aerial vehicles controlled remotely from a stationary position. Now drones can have a pre-programmed flight plan, so they can fly. You can program them to fly in straight lines, in circles, or even hover in place. Drones are also known as UAVs, which stands for Unmanned Aerial Vehicles. This information can be found online in an article by the name of 15 Little Known Facts About Drones at quadcopter.com. Now drones vary in size. They can be as small as 248 grams. That information came from UAVcoach.com, or they can be as large as 28 tons. And that information came from robertreports.com. Now there are 14 types of drones. And I will go ahead and read them off for you. There are single rotor drones, multi-rotor drones, fixed wing hybrid drones, small drones, tactical drones, GPS drones, photography drones, racing drones, reconnaissance drones, large combat drones, large non-combat drones, targeting drones, decoy drones, and this information can be found at aircraftcompare.com. Now, drones can be launched by hand if they're small, but if they're large, like spy drones, they are launched by guidance transmitters. Now, if you'd like to purchase a drone, you can do so online, or you may even be able to find them at your local convenience store. As of March 22nd, 2021, there are 868,804 registered drones with the FAA. 372,157 of them are commercial. 496,647 of them are recreational. This information came from an article by the name of UAS by the Numbers, and you can find that at FAA.gov. Now that you know what a drone is, let me tell you about what they can do. Now, drone usage varies from recreational use, commercial use, and also military use. When used recreationally, you can use them for aerial photography, exploration, racing, or just to pass the time. Commercially, there are quite a bit of uses for them. They can be used for surveying, safety inspections, mapping, delivery, filmmaking, agriculture, mining, insurance, construction, the medical field, and search and rescue operations. This information was obtained by an article called Popular Uses for Drones, and you can find that at dummies.com. Now when it comes to the military, they use them for surveillance, reconnaissance, research and development, battle assessment, and combat. This information came from an article by the name of 5 Military Drone Uses That May Surprise You at sandbox.com. As of right now, there are no regulations or qualifications when it comes to buying a drone for personal use. But there are several rules that you must follow. For example, you must fly at or below 400 feet. You must keep that drone within your line of sight. You cannot fly your drone in restricted airspace. You cannot fly your drone next to airports or other aircrafts. You cannot fly over people, stadiums, sporting events, or emergency response efforts such as a house fire. That information was obtained by an article written by Jim Fisher titled Drone Regulations, What You Need to Know, and you can find that at pcmag.com. Now let's talk about drones and how they affect our lives. Now, drone technology provides us with a different lifestyle in different aspects of agriculture, delivery of goods, photography, medical services, and more. Consumers can directly benefit from drone usage because they create jobs, and this can also mean, or it will result in additional earnings. Drones in commercial use bring savings to industry by means of transportation and just distribution, which then can be the savings can then be passed down to the consumer through a reduction in prices. This information came from an article by the name of How Drones Are Changing the Human World, and you can find that at Investopedia.com. Drones can also assist with existing work and can do work people cannot do. And they also can do dangerous jobs. So this helps a business owner because they no longer have to hire somebody to do these dangerous jobs. They can have a drone do it instead. Now let's talk about the problems that could arise from drone usage. Now, problems that could happen is, or basically human rights violations when used in war. According to the Bureau of Investigative Journalism, drone attacks in Afghanistan, Pakistan, Somalia, and Yemen have killed between 8,500 and 12,000 people. 1,700 of them are civilians, and 400 of those 1,700 were children. They also affect public safety because drones can have malfunctions in hardware and software, or they might even malfunction due to pilot error. So they can fall out of the sky, hurt or kill somebody, or destroy property. Another issue is that drones can be hacked and used for nefarious purposes. Drones can be used to spy on people. They can gather personal information against people's will. Law enforcement also use drones, and they do not require a warrant to do so. According to an article by the name of Use of UAVs in Law Enforcement at ian.m.wikipedia.org, it states that until legislation is passed, there are no rules on what government can and cannot gather using drones. And finally, there's an issue of plausible deniability, which means anyone can send a drone to attack. And there's no real way of knowing who sent that drone. This information came from Impact on Society Drone Warfare at droneinwar.weebly.com. So today I hope you have learned something new about drones. And what you should know is what a drone is, what they can be used for, and how that affects our lives. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.